Hey guys, it's your good old Uncle Adam coming back to you this time to talk about Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship 85. Yes, BKFC has a fight tonight, which I will try to cover in a shorter time than it took me for this show, which we're on 8 days after the show. I apologize. Sometimes life gets busy, especially around the holidays, right? Here's to that. Now, BKFC 85 again was on December 5th, 2025. We're just going to jump right into it. This show kicked off with Ernesto Suarez taking on Angelo Colon. Wow, Colon had a 9-inch reach advantage here. I mean, that's just a couple inches short of a foot. His arm, that's just crazy reach advantage. So that meant Suarez would have to come in fast, hard, furious. I mean, just doing everything he could do. And that's exactly what this sumbitch did. He came in like the Tasmanian devil, just spinning and turning and pounding and punching, and down did he take his opponent. Colon, but that 9 inches meant nothing, baby. That's what she said too. I mean, this was incredible to see. He knocked Colon down to his knees 2 times. I think it might have been 3 times because one of those was ruled a slip, and I think he was knocked down because on that slip, which I think was the 3rd knockdown, Colon stayed down, was overwhelmed, beaten, battered, bruised, and contused. It's over quickly in the first round. Your winner, Ernesto Suarez. Wow, what an opening. Great fight. Short, but great, exciting fight. I mean, it's just not often that you see guys with that big of a disadvantage in the reach win that dominantly anyway. The second fight of the night was Peter Pereza versus Fames. I don't know what that name's about. Fames. These two have personal heat for some reason. It's clear. Now, there is hyping a fight. I know that. And then there is legit bad blood. For some reason, these two had a legit bad blood. They used to be personal friends. There was some kind of falling out. Fames goes by the Heartbreak Kid. He's not your boy toy. That's just funny. I mean, as a guy who followed wrestling for 50 years, when these guys pick up monikers known by famous wrestlers, it's just comical to me. I don't mean to insult old Fames by any way. It was Fames who got his heart, body, soul, and spirit broken as Peraza came forward with great footwork and heavy punches that kept landing. He knocked Fames down 3 times and won the fight by knockout very shortly into round 1. Boy, did these two fights have something in common. This wasn't a contest at all. Peter Peraza wins with a dominating performance. The boy toy, the Heartbreak Kid is down and out is Fames. This wasn't no game. I just can't resist, guys. The next fight on December 5th, 2025, we're talking about BKFC 85. The third fight was Rambo Russo. Now, Rambo's a cool fight name. Taking on Ace Samples. Russo knocked Samples down with a big overhead right in the middle of round 1. Samples came back well and got some good shots before round 1 came to an end. Now, still, you were knocked down, so you lost that round, unfortunately. Round 2 only lasted 33 damn seconds as Rambo knocked Samples down, and shortly after that, knocked him down and out. 3 quick fights to start this show. The winner, 33 seconds into round 2, Rambo Russo. Ain't stopping this guy. Next on BKFC 85, the fourth fight was Gaston Reno versus Dusty Sparks, baby. Dusty Sparks. Round 1, tough to say who won. Both guys delivering good, solid shots. Shortly into round 2, Reno nailed a hard shot to the side of Sparks' head, knocking him down and cutting his left ear so badly that the fight had to be stopped by the doctor. The winner by TKO shortly into round 2, Gaston Reno, who goes to 4-0. Now, this cut was bad. I mean, it was split open. When a part of your body, there's a fight coming where, a guy's eyelid is slit. When there are slits, when a body part is cut down the middle of it, well, that's like reconstructive surgery. Even though it may be minor reconstructive surgery, that's still what it is. It still means a fight must be stopped, and that what happens here. Reno goes to 4-0. The sixth fight of the night was Guy Perez taking on Chancey Wilson. Round one was good and saw Perez land more impressive shots, though Wilson was good at defense and looking to counter most of the time. That's what he was doing in this fight. Wilson is taunting Perez to get him to come in more, but that isn't working. Perez ain't buying it. Wilson is on his bicycle just about all fight long, but will explode off of it here or there and get a shot in. But Perez's patience and picking his shots and he's winning this fight so far because he's patient. He's not buying the taunting. He's not coming in. Wilson, looking for a way to get inside, eats a right hand from Perez and is knocked down in round three. So he's getting frustration. He's trying to come in. To his credit, he does come in, but he gets knocked down in round three as he does so. Wilson applied a bear hug to Perez and gets a hard warning in the fourth. I hadn't seen this before. I've seen a lot of clinching before. I've seen a lot of hugging before, but this dude literally, I mean, he cries out in pain, like the ref had to come up and say, let him go. What's going on here? Crazy. And then Perez applied a ton of hard shots and knocked Wilson down and out. It seemed like that just pissed him off. The bear hug pissed him off, charged him up, got him going. The winner by knockout in the fourth round with a very technical and methodical performance, Guy Perez. Nice job there, despite the bear hug. The next fight, the seventh fight of the night on BKFC 85 was Howard Davis versus Ramiro Figueroa. Both men working from a distance, coming in, engaging, going back in, coming in, engaging, going back out. Excellent footwork from both men. I love when guys have good footwork. That can make a fight. If you know how to pace your feet, how to establish a good solid stance while also moving, coming in, going out, you can really get stuff done here. Davis is cut above the eye as round one ends. Before the third round can begin, the doctor stops the fight due to the cut on Davis. I don't see what the doctor saw at all, but I'm going to tell you what it was. It was announced that Davis's eyelid was split down the middle. Man, remember I said we're going to see a fight coming up? Has to be stopped. If reconstructive surgery is needed, a fight must be stopped. Earlobe split down here, split here, just hanging by a little piece. Same thing with your eyelid. If you can pull your eyelid apart, it's supposed to be one solid piece, right? And if it's two, we got a problem. And we had a problem here. The winner by doctor stoppage in the third round was Ramiro Figueroa. Next fight up, of course, was the eighth fight. Moving right along are these fights. Was Steve Townsend taking on Julio Perez. Holy hell. Each man knocked the other down twice in round one. Did you hear what I just said? Each fighter knocked the other fighter down twice in round one. So they're going hard, baby. There's no doubt about it. Must see amazing stuff. Townsend knocked Perez down early, but Perez got up. Townsend came in too aggressively thinking, okay, I knocked him down. I'm going to finish him out. He gets knocked down. Round two was just as amazing, but this time Townsend was the beast here and knocked Perez around like crazy, getting a standing knockout shortly into the round. This is a must-see fight for sure. This was maybe my fight of the night. I absolutely love this. The winner by standing knockout was Steve Townsend. Awesome stuff. Really like this fight. Got to take a little drink before we talk about this next fight. Man, what fight? The ninth fight of the night. Gorjan Slovetsky taking on Jafar Fort. I thought I was drunk because Slovetsky came in looking like a whirlwind. He just came in, literally never stopped coming for the short length of this fight. He knocked Fort down 4 times in a couple seconds. 4 times in a couple seconds. Wins the fight with ease. Winner by knockout in 1 minute and 34 seconds of the first round. Gorjan Slovetsky. I've talked about this before. It was a short-ass fight, but I love this, man. I just love when a guy is dominating. No, I don't want to see fights full of complete domination, but seeing some, seeing a few, seeing a handful, man, that's got me leaning in for sure. This was a leaner, as was the last fight. Lots of leaners here. No wieners yet. Next up was the 10th fight of the night, and this was the ladies. We're talking about Christine Vikins taking on Karina Dam. Now, that's her last name, Karina Dam. These women went at each other the second the bell rung with heavy punches, but it was simply Vikins who did the most damage. And in just 1 minute and 9 seconds of the first round, the winner by TKO, Christine Vikins, damn, goes down. Good fight. Can't say much more about it, though. Next up was the 11th fight. Shitload of fights on this card. What card? BKFC 85 from December 5th, 2025. This one saw Leonardo Perdomo taking on Corey Willis. These two clashed chest to chest all round one. We had the phone booth fighting, if you will. Willis gets knocked down once, and both men slipped more times than I could count. Seriously, round one, both these guys slipping around. I thought I was watching Ice Wars. I mean, they were slipping and sliding away. This is the first fight in BKFC that Perdomo has to go to a second round. Perdomo wins his fights in the first round, but not here. Perdomo knocks Willis down again in the second round, and once again, more slips than I've ever seen in a fight, mostly from Willis. I think he's trying to come in so hard, sometimes he was just slipping, just kicking himself out of his shoes, if you will. Willis is knocked down again in the third, but got back up. Perdomo delivered a hard low blow that led to a timeout. I mean, you see the accidental low blows once in a while. This was like Johnny Cage Mortal Kombat low blow, baby. I mean, I'm not saying that Perdomo should have been disqualified. I'm not saying that whatsoever, but damn, it was a hard low blow. And the timeout was lengthy, but not the 5 minutes you can get. You hit me there, we're taking the 5 minutes, brother. Soon after Willis recovers, he's knocked out with a huge uppercut. Willis was the only guy to ever take Perdomo this far, 3 rounds. But the winner by knockout in that third round was Leonardo Perdomo. We are up to the 12th fight of the night, which saw Justin Ibarola take on Ryan Reber for the vacant BKFC World Bantamweight Championship. Title fight here, baby. Solid shots from both men here as they measure a little and try to find their pace and distance. Ibarola took a vicious step in right from Reber. I mean, just stepped in, bam, right to the face, which shows the kind of chin he has. Very similar second round. Reber isn't getting as many strikes, but the ones he gets are hard and accurate. Ibarola is loading up his right for the knockout, but he hasn't got much of a shot with it yet. He hasn't had the chance to really land it. Reber fought back all fight long and gets knocked down in the third round because of it. In round 3, Ibarola's constantly moving forward, kept Reber, is it Reber or Reber, you have to forgive me, on his bicycle, and it eventually led to him getting knocked down and out. The winner in the third round by knockout in the new BKFC Bantamweight World Champion, Justin Ibarola. Good, decent fight. Fun way, fun championship on the line. It's always enjoyable when a championship's on the line. It just makes you lean in and want to see who's going to win this. So yeah, I'll call this fight a leaner. I wanted to know who's going to be our next champion. So congratulations to Justin Ibarola. The 13th fight of the night was the main event. Now, it sounds like I'm complaining, but I'm not. But sometimes you got to do a little drinking to stay awake and alert, especially when you just turned 56 years old like your Uncle Adam did today. Just send presents. No reason to shout out happy birthday. Just send me something. Absolutely joking, of course. 13th fight, but it is my birthday, was the main event. It saw Austin Trout take on Luis Palomino. The first round was pretty close. Both guys fighting well, landing some shots, but nothing super powerful from either. Round number 2 was pretty even once again. Good, solid fight. Hard to say who's winning this after 2 rounds. It's just a good, solid back-and-forth fight. Sensing a theme after 3 rounds, again, it's a good fight. Both guys are skilled enough to avoid the big hit, the big punch, the big shot. And that's what they're doing. They're coming in there with a good, solid back-and-forth fight, but nobody can land anything major because both guys are so skilled, they're keeping the other from doing that. They're avoiding the big hits, and they're both doing such. Palomino was cut after round 3, and there will be a timeout for that cut to be looked at by the doctor. Palomino cannot see, so the fight is stopped. And the winner after 3 rounds is Austin Trout. Unbelievable. Palomino insisted that he could see, but he failed the test. They hold up fingers, and then they back up a little bit and hold up fingers, and he missed 1 or 2 of them, definitely 1, maybe 2. So no, that's failing the eyesight test. This fight has to be stopped. And like I said, the winner by TKO after 3 good, solid rounds, Austin Trout. Now, this show, guys, what did I think of BKFC 85 on December 5th, 2025? I really enjoyed it. I didn't have to hand out any wieners at all. None at all. I said several fights were exciting. We had a championship on the line and a new champion. We had everything a solid fight needs. The preliminaries were excellent, and they were quick, but they were excellent. This is just what bare knuckle looks like when it's done right, when it's done excellently. I give this show a 10. 10 out of 10. I don't hand out 10s very often, guys, but look, when I'm leaning in just about all show long, really into it, trying to take notes and screenshots, but also being like, well, damn, sometimes I had to pause it. That's why sometimes I won't watch fights live. A lot of times I don't have the time, but I don't watch fights live very often because I have to pause them. I have to see what's going on. And I've noticed sometimes I can pause a live fight and pick up where I paused it. Other times I pause it. When I pick it back up, it's live to where it's at now. So it doesn't work very well. And besides, I like watching them a little late so I can do that and keep better notes and keep better track as what's going on. But this was a good, solid show that I very much enjoyed. Like I said, 10 out of 10. That's just, could there be better fights on the card? Yes. Could there have been a couple? Could every fight be exciting? Yes. Maybe I'll get it to a day where I give a fight an 11 out of 10. Probably not, because I think that's corny as hell. But maybe if it completely blows my mind. But if you keep me excited and leaning in all card long, you're getting a 10. It's just the way it goes. But I'm Uncle Adam of KnuckleTFUp.com. Guys, please subscribe to the YouTube. I get dejected sometimes when I have less than 100 subscribers. Again, I asked in my other video, I'll ask again, because I imagine not all of you watch both or all companies that I talk about. Like, if you don't watch bare knuckle boxing, you're probably not watching my bare knuckle reviews, my bare knuckle boxing reviews. So if you only watch BKFC and are just watching this video, please give me some constructive criticism as to what you'd like to see me do. What could get me more subscribers? I'd really like to know. So if you can do that without being a complete asshole, if you hate me, you hate me. I don't really care. You don't have to tell me. If you do, it's not like I lose any sleep over it or anything, but I would like some intelligent folk who have some good, positive, constructive criticism. Please offer it to your uncle, because he's here waiting. And I'll be back with more bare knuckle fighting discussion and some dirty boxing sprinkled in here or there before you know it.